Hi, Aries. All right, Happy New Year, Aries. Gregorian, anyway. We'll have another new year when it gets to your birthday, right? So, welcome to this place. I hope now finds you good. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I feel like I kind of want to make this reading a little shorter, not because you don't deserve more time, but I just feel like there's other things to do this month, right? Let's just jump in it. Okay, so Alright, so we're starting logical, and then we get a little silly and put some lighthearted energy. Good. That's a nice mixture. The panther is important. This panther medicine came out. I feel like you're feeling stronger about something. There could be something that's a little bit rushing. I don't know if it's someone trying to rush you or you trying to rush someone else. If someone's trying to rush something, let's leave it like that. It's kind of like it's either you can do it, or it's a hurry up. You know, open up. Maybe someone's trying to find an answer. I think that trying to force an answer to something right now, or it probably won't work. It's like trying to get a knot out of a hair, right? You gotta go slow, a little bit slower with something. But there's no stagnant energy here. Let's see. The golden egg was your card that came out. I guess we'll be as efficient as we can. Golden egg, right? The goose that lays the golden egg. I don't know that story offhand. Maybe you do. Speaking of yellow. So, let's just read straight out of the book. It says, within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. However, the sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, no rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, I guess this is, maybe you want to ask yourself, how do you relax? I feel like there are 3 different ways that a person relaxes. It says take some time for introspection or contemplation. Whatever the mind begins to settle, when the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask a question that is on your heart. Maybe your heart has I guess the heart has a question and an answer. It says, please stay open to any response that you hear. Engaging with the energy of this golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises deep within you, you know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. This golden egg in this deck also sits in the heart chakra. Guru Gangsta. Premier is my favorite, one of my favorite DJs. Okay, so, yeah, heart chakra. Anahata, which translates to the unstruck sound. So let's go back into this. I feel like there's a lot of peace with this golden egg. But there are some things about the future. I don't know if this is what you're trying to cultivate, or maybe what you have been communicating about. If there are conversations to be had, I feel like after that you want to sit on it. You know what I mean? Like after you do something, maybe just sit on it for a second. Right? You work so hard and so fast. Right? You're doing this, you're doing that, you're thinking about this. You're very busy, right? Aries wears many hats. So maybe a way you can practice during this month is after you finish even the smallest thing, right? You like finish those emails, you sweep your shop, you shovel the drive, whatever you're doing. You know, you just kissed your child or your lover, like you hugged your grandmother, whatever it is. Just take a couple seconds. Because I guess you're a lot more accomplishing or a lot more accomplished than you think that you are sometimes. Maybe it's not a think, it's a feel. Okay. Let's see here. Your friendships are also really important. I feel like there's a lot of communication in whatever communities you're a part of. I don't know if this your neighborhood, your group, again, your groups that you're a part of. There's definitely something in there. There's also something a little mysterious. Maybe someone joins an occult group. That's interesting. If you run your own business too, well, I guess whoever you are, let's try to take this presently and make this about you because this is your reading, right? Let's start there. It's a good place to start with what you're in control of, right? So right now, communicate with your community, with your circles of people. What circles of people are you connected to right now? There could also be a change, some changes in the community aspect. Perhaps it's the way people are nurturing what they are connected to, right? Or what they have at their disposal. I actually also see you do want to talk about the future. It's not forcing it, right? Like this Panther came out, although I love Panther medicine, but in this deck it's a little bit stronger. It's a little bit more in the shadow. But you see how Panther was like, come on, like at this egg, right? We can't make something hatch before it's ready. So someone needs positive reinforcement also. Something needs positive reinforcement. As this is the new year, I guess you're also being invited to sort of change the way you're communicating. Like the words around, because you're not just having this conversation with yourself, it's also in relation to others, and again, the future and what is being cultivated there. I could see that in the future, there's also some kind of change in relation to your money. Some of you could actually be doing very well financially. That's interesting. Maybe there was something that was owed to you that you're now being, like a debt is being paid. I'm seeing this as sort of a reward for doing the right thing before, but this also has to do with hold on. Okay, last month we talked about, okay, when we get to a place where we know, one understands, like, okay, I'm fairly happy where I am, right? Feel good where I am. That's an awesome feeling, of course. But when we're in the now being good, but still having future plans, I guess this discussion is still sort of happening, or wants to be. Again, there's an invitation to kind of approach this a little bit differently. Because you have third house and 11th house, which to me is your ability, which one of your major abilities is your speech. Right, your words can actually really influence other people right now as well. Like but the ability also comes through, right? Because actions speak louder than words. But your words are actually quite powerful right now too. Because you're such a masculine energy, you're probably trying to something about the elephant. Not waste energy, right? We even talked about making this reading a little short. So if you have a meeting, or if you're trying to have something come across, you could bounce around on something, but it might be wise to sit with it again with yourself and be like, what am I trying to get across? What am I trying to, what's the intention behind this? It's like there's a calculated awareness, but I also feel like a person is open to the possibilities because they know in their heart that something has changed very deeply in the heart, and it affects who and what you're connected to. But you have this card of nurture aligned with this, so to me that's showing where there's going to be more of this. Like there's more love in situations. You know what I mean? Like there's... I do feel an emphasis to repeat that maybe part of the community aspect, or what you're connecting with here, right? This is also how our dreams and wishes are a part of how they're achieved, but they're not, they can be achieved in one's own efforts, but they're best achieved if they also do good for others. The 11th house, right? Kind of have 3 cards of Taurus. I see 2 Aquarius, 3 Aquarius actually. Okay, now is the time, now is the time to take what you have learned, Aries, and just apply it in the now. You can do extra things. And I would be conscientious around money, because there is some kind of change in the future in relation to resources. I see this, the way the cards are around it are positive, but there is a little mystery around that, so I don't know if this has to do... 8th house is, oops. Something about the fox. Maybe some of you will get your chart read, or you're studying astrology more. Maybe that will also give you some indication. I don't know if it's just somebody else talking about it, or like some astrology podcast, or something like this could help a little bit. Like maybe to be like, wow, why am I tired? And it's like, oh, this is happening. When this happens, this is always natural that it's going to feel like that. I also feel like there's a secret project to close this out. I also feel like there's a secret project. There's some Taurus, Scorpio axis, and Uranus sits in the middle of it. Just a minute. What does that mean? What are we trying to say? Well, you had to do some heavy lifting in 2023, right? Tested yourself, kept your peace. Maybe some of you found a lot of faith, or definitely are coming more out, like out of this shadow energy and more into this lighter, brighter space. And I actually see, as we move towards your birthday, things really bloom. So where I guess wherever you're wanting to advance, you just want to realize when's the last time you looked in the mirror, like right in your eyes? Or maybe it's like eye contact with people. It could also be helpful. That could be a part of that community too. Like just, it's building upon that. It could even, it could be physical. I could also see like this kind of between like you and I, that kind of energy. And as Taurus sits with this future energy, Uranus and Taurus, right? There's a lot of mystery to that. Maybe we're getting into an interesting degree. I don't know what it is today, but Taurus is slow moving and very steadfast, and this connects to the future. So maybe you want to just, although being present and in the now is important, but there's also something about like what are really some really long-term things that you want to do. You know? Like if anything was possible. And I heard you can have fun with this. I just saw someone with a big piece of paper and they just kind of scribbled it down and then sort of figured it out. Like, all right, here I am and I'd like to do this and this is an idea. And oh, here we have this long string over here for this to happen. I got to do that. It's having fun with it instead of being like, I got to get this done. Like I don't ever get to sit and just be... you know, and maybe, like we talked about earlier, sitting with something after you do it. Maybe a part of that exercise, too. I don't know if this is internal or external, but part of that exercise could be like, okay, here I am. And then stop and feeling that, right? Like, I'd like to accomplish this month. I'd like to feel more like this about that. And remember that the silence will help a lot. Because creating from love is the most beautiful thing, right? It's probably the most geometrically sound. And some of you actually see, some of you like win the lottery. It's almost like the good luck. There's something about, there's good luck here. The lottery isn't so random, though, as it sounds. It's, again, because Pallas Athene's in there. It's like Someone's already done the work. Maybe it's something you did in another lifetime. Maybe it's something that you've done in ways of your own healing is going to give you your power back, right? Some kind of conscious decisions maybe having to do with, right, Libra's your opposite. It's like having to do with relationships, and there's balance, the vision, you know, your vision of... Sorry, the video cut off. Yes, your vision. I feel like your vision is clear. Maybe some of you want to make a vision board. That might be cool. Maybe that's something fun and artistic to do. You know, you could collage it. You could just draw it on a board. You know, dollar store's got cheap stuff. I'm sure you got paper bags and weird stuff to make things. You're creative. You can make anything with anything. Just gotta put your mind to it, right? And the impulse in the now is easy for you, right? Taking small steps, it's like big dreams, small steps. Big dreams, small steps, Aries, okay? Thank you so much for being a part of this place. I do wish you the happiest New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holy days. Happy Armenian Christmas that just happened the other day. Thank you also, any of you who have gone over to Patreon. There's been, I like that little tribe is growing too. It's nice to see, yeah, the garden grow. Well, wishing you the best, happiest New Year, and I'll talk to you next time.